rocket like rocket fuel.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And
here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Set. Took the outlaw. Right. He's done right here.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Perkins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Diggs has it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. 54, 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 26, check 26. Look at me. Go, get it.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep left side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Patterson. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. 3rd down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 55. You're not ready. You're not ready. Let's go.
And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the Bengals 16-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Perkins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Carl Lawson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Perkins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots in the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 to score on EA Sports.
Vikings 3.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 54. Rock it. That's right. Swing. Hit it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Greystone travel. 30 base. Fire.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On the ready.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. In for the score. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He'll dump this off to Cook. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. 22, Jack Palmer. 22, Jack Palmer. Hey, Jack Palmer.
From the gun on 3rd down. Perkins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, watch it. Watch it. Check. Crunch.
Roll out. Speed grip.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. 54.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third.
That's the way. Mike 5-5.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Perkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go.
Look at me. Door.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Mixon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking to throw on second down. Perkins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. On your team. Look, squeeze.
Again, it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go, here we go. 90, Wolf, go.
Rip right.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
From the gun on third down. Patterson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run on first down. It's Contreras. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Down. 30 base. Hey, lock it.
On 2nd down now, it's Anderson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
50, plant. Now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Anderson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Rodney Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Let's go! Let's go!
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a handoff looking right. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 1st and 10, Perkins looking middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun on 3rd down, Perkins. He finds his man Johnson. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Looking to throw. Perkins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Back to throw. Perkins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Looking to throw. Perkins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Perkins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they'll go on the ground. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Set, ready, 8, read.
54, right, 54.
Hard. Ready.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Patterson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. It got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Perkins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Looking to throw. Perkins. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Watch out, watch out. Recon, 132 fighter. Smooth. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down, Patterson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Save. 25, check 25, check 25. Switch. Check the backer. Look at me. Go. Lead grip.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Whip. Watch the whip.
He's crashing.
Fair.
Rush in.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 54. Let's make these babies cry. Hey, Orbit. Let's make these babies cry. Go ahead, man. Mike 5-4. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Bengals.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
It's a party now. You gonna take. Let's go. You got
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. General West.
check. Fresno. Showing it.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get out.
Check 26.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 21 yards away. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Vikings. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing
out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball.
Yeah. up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, did crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me run up and magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up.
I'm running it down to finish.
I don't play, get down and get it.
Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.